Greetings and welcome to another edition of American Nomad. Today we are going to take a journey to the Lagomarsino petroglyph site located in the high desert of Storey County, Nevada. Our journey begins at the corner of Loustown and Cartwright Road, right next to the Volunteer Fire Department. As we work our way down Loustown Road, it's very mellow and kind of deceiving because as you get further and further in the trail, it becomes more and more technical, more and more difficult, and really requires an appropriate vehicle. We're working our way to the petroglyph site today in my personal 2010 Xterra, which is very capable, but I did need my navigator to get out and spot in several locations. So as you're looking at this right now thinking, oh, this looks like a lot of fun, and it is, but if you're in a stock 4x4, you're going to be going low and slow. In fact, I was in low range most of the way. I would say overall the difficulty is probably a 4 out of 5, and many of you have modified and even slightly modified rigs. You would just tear it up and have a field day out there. At this point in the journey, I'm having a lot of fun because I can tell the trail is not as gnarly as it was in years past. This is actually my 4th attempt to get out there, and I'm feeling pretty comfortable and confident, but I don't want to kill my rig either. Obviously, there's tons of ways to get out there and explore, be it on a horse, motorcycle, quad, 4x4, side-by-side, whatever. Highly recommend getting out there. This is a great place for the entire family as well, but you want to go out there and be prepared, and I think it'd be more fun in a group and with another vehicle as well. So just a little food for thought. Hey guys, welcome to the Virginia Range here in Storey County, Nevada. I'm that guy from Reno, and we are making our 3rd attempt to get to the Lagomarsino petroglyphs in my daily driver, my trusty steed, my 2010 Xterra, which takes me to so many amazing places. But this trail's a little intense. We just had a group of very custom Jeeps come by. We're within 3 miles. The closest I've ever gotten is within a mile, and I'm definitely going to make it there this year. I'm currently 3.5 miles away from it, but if you kind of take a look around at the expanse out here, it's absolutely gorgeous. We do have a storm pulling in this evening, so the winds are kicking up, but this is unquestionably very spiritual ground out here. There is a lot of ancient history, and that's what we are attempting to discover today. But this is as far as I think we're going to make it, because if you take a look up there, that's where the Jeeps just went by, and they were all super highly modified. I don't think not one of them was running under a 40-inch tire. So we'll see how far we can get. I know that I made it within a mile once before. I made it to the broken down pink car by the power lines. But very excited to see it this season. In the meantime, I'm going to chillax and take some pictures. Well, after taking in some scenery and doing some photography, we hit the trail again. We're at about the 6-mile mark here, and it was really a fun drive at this point. There's no need for 4-wheel drive. The views are insane, and just having a great time. As we approach this one downhill section, the rocks start to get bigger and bigger. And I just want to reiterate, if you have a stock SUV, I would consider the difficulty a 4 out of 5. Most of the trail is actually pretty mellow, but when you take in these patches of really technical sections, it adds up to a difficult trail. I spent most of my time in low range and took my sweet ass time getting down there, and it was time well spent because when we had to exit, I knew where all the lines were. In fact, my spotter didn't have to spot that much on the way out because I just took the lines that I took going in, and that worked out really well. All right, so we continued on the Jeep trail, which is also my GPS, and I'm using Google Maps offline on my iPhone. If you don't know how to do that, go to AmericanNomadOutfitters.com and check out the blog on it. It's a great way to utilize your phone, and Google Maps offline works tremendously. So I'm able to navigate this area very efficiently. However, what I'm not able to navigate, being in a stock Xterra, is getting the last 2 miles out of the way. So I'm very close. I've been closer before, but you know, this has been 6 miles, 6.5 miles, and it's taken 2 hours. So a little white knuckled, but keep your fingers crossed that we make it. But I cannot kill the Xterra. That's the most important thing today. It's a beautiful day. Wish you were here. Here is Lagomarsino Canyon, and you can probably see the expanse of it behind me. According to the GPS, I need to head in that direction, but there's a serious water crossing, and I don't have a recovery vehicle, so I'm going to scout it out. According to my GPS, I'm just about a mile away, so this is the second time I've come this close. Pretty excited, so we'll see what happens. About 3 hours into the drive, and I guess we're at about the 8-mile mark right now. So fingers and toes crossed. It'll be really exciting if we get to see the petroglyphs today. As I scout out the area, I'm insanely stoked because I know that I can make it back onto the trail. The last time I made it this far, it was a swimming hole. So we proceed across the trail, only to be greeted with another obstacle. And this is a really great example of what you'll come across in patches throughout the entire 10-mile trail. And as you can see, this is a stock SUV, and what was really critical in this section is having a competent spotter.
To try to get that one, right? Yeah. Yeah. There's a rock between your two tires right now on your side, so just go slow. Okay. Okay, you're coming up over the rock. Tire that way. There you go. You're going to go over it. Now that one, turn him this. There you go. Okay, you're good. Keep coming. Avoid this big rock right here. Okay, turn this way a little. Okay, stop so I can back up.
Show us on the GPS.
I don't know, I don't have it.
There's the gate.
Woohoo! This thing needs to be recalibrated. I'm gonna turn it off.
This is as far as you can drive, and this is where you'll park your vehicle to enter the petroglyph site. Look, I made it. Behind me is the designated parking for the Lagomarsino petroglyph site. About a 3.5-hour white knuckle drive in a bone stock Xterra with over 260,000 miles on it. Nissans love them. And apparently it's just a walk a half a mile that way, which is facing southwest. and we are officially at the petroglyphs after 2 years and 4 attempts. So still got to allow for enough time to get out of here, but this is turning out to be pretty wild, unfortunately. We also have a storm coming in, so we're going to have to time this one quick. So let's go check it out. As it turned out, we didn't have to go very far. A few steps into the site, and the petroglyphs are literally everywhere, almost to the point to where they're camouflaging themselves. There are over 2,200 petroglyph panels pecked into the boulders nestled on the talus cliffs. The representational and abstract images were created over the span of at least 10,000 years and have been used by archaeologists for decades to help reconstruct the lifeways of the past inhabitants of Nevada. Rock art is the markings, either painted pictographs or pecked petroglyphs, on the surface of a rock or geoglyph. The Lagomarsino site is composed solely of petroglyphs. Most are finely made and are comprised of abstract designs. The ancient peoples of North America left no written records of their cultures. For us to gain an understanding of what happened here in the past, we rely on the clues that these early Americans left behind in the remains of their villages, monuments, and artifacts. Like artwork today, the images here at Lagomarsino likely had many different functions: spiritual, cultural, practical. While we can never know for sure what the artists who created it were thinking, we do know what we see before us had spiritual and cultural significance to both the artist and their audience. Wow, I still can't believe I'm here. I'm in the middle of the Virginia Range. I'm now on the south end of the Lagomarsino petroglyph site. Started about a mile that way, and we're now at the south end. But here you can see the canyon, and everything behind me, there's over 2,200 recorded petroglyphs strewn throughout this side of this hill and this cliff. Some of the most impressive ones are actually at the top. However, due to how arduous it was to drive in here today, just going to take it easy, take it in, and know what we're up against next time. Mind you, this was my 4th attempt to get here, and I did make it in a stock 2010 Xterra, but I'm not bragging, definitely not bragging, but I have a little bit of driving skill off-road. So if this is something new to you and you don't have a modified and lifted vehicle, you probably want to do something else, like hike. You're not going to believe this. I came across 2 hikers just about 10 minutes ago, and they hiked all the way from Loustown and Cartwright roads, where the volunteer fire station is as you enter the Virginia Range. And they were probably in their 60s and 70s, and they were in full running gear with trekking poles, but they did the 9.5 miles in here in about 3.5 hours, which is about what it took me to drive it. In fact, I'm a little envious because I still got to get out of here. But take a look around, take a walk with me here. We can see way out in the distance, there's wild horses way out in the distance. Probably can't see them, but I'm looking at about 5 of them right now. And this expanse is just incredible, and the history here is mind-numbing. Definitely going to have to get back here with more time and another group, because it would just be a lot safer to have another vehicle and another group of people, because the potential for getting stranded or serious injury out here is a legit concern, and you definitely want to think about that before you trek on out here. Well, we're going to head back to the car and work our way out of the canyon. It actually has turned out to be the best day ever. roll out of the site, I can't help but think I can't wait to get back and explore more. We just did not have the time and resources with us to spend more time out there. There was also a storm pulling in, so that was one of the main reasons of rolling out early, but definitely looking forward to getting back in the immediate future. I also found it really interesting that getting out of there took significantly less time than getting to the site, and I think it's pretty obvious why. That I knew which lines to take and had more confidence in my vehicle navigating that terrain, knowing what it could and couldn't do comfortably. Also, having a good spotter helped significantly in several areas. Driving out was definitely a lot more fun than driving in. That being said, I cannot wait to get back out there. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and also join us on Facebook. I'll be posting a group event to get out to the canyon in the near future, so look forward to that. It would be a lot of fun to get a small group to go out there and explore for the day. Thank you for joining us on American Nomad. Blessings to you and yours.